Thank you so much, and good morning, everyone. It's great to be here, and great to see some of you that I've seen, I think, every day this week. Because as you said, AI is sort of all the buzz around New York, as is digital. So, and I like the actionable impact. I think that's what it's all about. And of course, we've done lots of power walking. I think my record this week, I had 20,000+ steps one day, and that included a couple of subway rides. So we're getting around. But it's really, it's great to be here for this Data Impact Summit. And of course, I want to thank you, to thank Mastercard Center for Inclusive Growth, to thank as well the Rockefeller Foundation, and of course, data.org. And we're happy to be part of this effort, and I think you can count on us to be a partner. So here we are. It's day 5, or actually day 7 for me, and everybody seems to be very alert and still smiling. So I think that's good. I'm guessing if you're here today, it's because you believe in the power of data to change things, to help us to make the right decisions. And as we've seen all week, we need to put data to work to help rescue the SDGs. We've heard from the UNSG, we need this rescue solution, and that's where data really comes in. You may also be here because you feel that maybe we're losing our grip on data, that data-driven emerging technologies like artificial intelligence risk widening the gap between those who benefit from the power of data while excluding and even potentially harming those who don't. But I guess most likely you're here because maybe you're somewhere in the middle, going back and forth between those two positions. I would say either way, data and digital technologies have been very much at the center of all of the discussions this week, from CGI to Concordia to the UNGA and the numerous side events. Because it is, as I said, at the heart of the SDGs, and I think it's very much at the heart of the SDG Digital Acceleration Agenda that we launched on Sunday at a very cool event, and I think some people have some swag from that event. That was our SDG Digital, and we launched this Digital Acceleration Agenda. And they will continue, of course, to top the global agenda as we strive to harness digital technologies for good. So the SDGs are a marathon. Shameen, as you said, we got to win, but we've only done the half marathon so far, and we have to get through and win it in the second half of the race. So I wanted to maybe just share a few thoughts this morning, and a few thoughts on the opportunities and the challenges that we will meet along the way, what I see as priorities as we move forward, and what the ITU can do to help as a partner ensure that we cross the finish line on time, and of course without leaving anyone behind. I would say the first thing that we need to realize is that digital technologies can actually help accelerate 70% of the SDG targets, which is quite incredible. And we look at where we are today, and we've heard in all the events that only 15% of the targets are on track. I think that 70% is a pretty powerful motivating factor. I think what's more is that emerging technologies like artificial intelligence have this multiplier effect, and they can offer opportunities to solve some of the world's biggest problems. That's a strong message that we included in our digital acceleration agenda, and we have been urging world leaders to really put digital at the center of their efforts. I think the bottom line is that without data, nothing is possible. Data for development is no longer a luxury. We need data, but of course not just any data. As the UNDSG said at the launch of the High Impact Data Initiative, better data is the indispensable scaffolding that supports progress on each and every SDG. I think it's one of the paradoxes of the moment. Sometimes we feel we're inundated by data, but I think the fact of the matter is we're still actually lacking data. We're lacking data in some key areas. Digital skills, Gabriella and I try to get to that. We need more data on digital skills from underrepresented groups. We need more data about emerging technologies. And of course, we need more data in places where development matters most. So what we need is reliable, accessible, high quality, non-discriminatory, and disaggregated data. And data needs to be able to help us address where we need to focus, set priorities, help us to deliver, monitor, and evaluate. That evaluation piece is so critical. We also need to be continuing the global dialogue on access to data, on transparency in terms of who owns the data, the pooling of data, the harmonizing of data sets, as well as questions about achieving interoperability, transparency on how that data is being used and how it should be used for the benefit of humanity, right? That's why we're all here. And with 2.6 billion people still offline, I say this in the presence of the founders and the fathers of the internet, it's an honor to be with you both. That 2.6 billion offline represents a crippling digital divide, and I only have 1 minute left. How did that happen? And you know, I think we need to address that, and we need to avoid a looming data divide, one where richer nations benefit from a vast wealth of data, and where low-income economies actually become just raw data providers, unable to take advantage of the data to improve their own growth. There's also an urgent concern that training data that AI relies upon, that it reflects bias of their designers, of the users, and of the people who specify the data sources. And this, of course, threatens to deepen existing social biases. And we do need to find ways to mitigate these risks that we're seeing and leverage the benefits. And I think the Global Digital Compact is a great opportunity to help shape approaches on data protection, good governance to harness its benefits while mitigating those risks as we look forward to the Summit of the Futures. Of course, in many ways, the future's already here, and I know I'm almost out of time here. But the ITU and our sister agencies, I know UNDP's in the room, my partner in crime, Gabriella, on all things AI from UNESCO. And I think there's really much that we need to do, because what we do now is going to resonate for generations to come. We have to make the right decisions. ITU and its partners are really committed to ensuring that AI and data-driven emerging technologies are safe, that they're responsible, and that they're sustainable, while of course allowing innovation to flourish. So with that, thank you so much for the opportunity, and look forward to the discussions. Thank you.